Coaching helped me a lot, from being socially weird and awkward to making friends in such a quick amount of time. I became, in 1 week after Tony's training, really just socially proud of, or I should say, have a social prowess that I was able to meet people in any setting, day or night. And I enjoyed that a lot because it's opened up my life now to so many different girls. And that's something that I wanted to gain from the training, first and foremost.
How many women were you meeting before the coaching?
0. And now I have about 6 or 7 girls that I'm talking to. One girl whose house I went to last night that I picked up, really nice girl, an accountant, and I'm well on my way, I think, to meeting girls in any situation.
What do you like better, daytime or nighttime?
I definitely like day game a lot better, only because it allows you to be more genuine in who you are as a person, and that's what you'll realize in going about any type of training that you have with Tony. It's not about all these crazy techniques and game and stuff. It's just about being a person, being normal in a social situation. And day game allows you to do that. Night game is the same way in a sense, but it's just a little bit more technique centered. So it's harder for me to pick up, and it will most likely be harder for you as well, as a new guy coming into this whole lifestyle. But I like day game a lot better just because it allowed me to just talk to the girls and be genuine in trying to meet up with them.
How do you see your future now that you've had coaching?
At the end of the day, I'm going to be meeting a lot more girls in the mall. I'll be meeting a lot more girls just on my daily errands. Anytime I go up to an attractive girl, I don't feel approach anxiety, and that's great because I can talk to any girl, whether she's a 10 or a 7, and have success with her. It doesn't really matter, per se, about all these crazy techniques and what you want to approach them with. It just comes down to being yourself and trying to execute and close on her, and making sure that she's aware that you certainly want to be in her company for a little while longer.
What was the difference between your first and last daytime approach?
My first day game approach, I was scared, weird, nervous, and I did not want to be there. My heart was thumping out of my chest, just boom, 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 and I was freaking out, right? And that's what happens. You're just like, man, is this weird? Or touching a girl on the shoulder, is this weird? At the end of the day, now during my last approach, I didn't feel that at all, and the words and the sentences just kind of flow out of you. Of course, when you're new to the game, or you're just new to pickup in general, you don't know what to say, but it comes in time. And after Tony's training, you kind of get a sense of what you want to say and how to close on a girl that you find attractive.
How is Tony as a coach?
I think Tony just has a lot of knowledge, so he doesn't try to shove it down your throat. He doesn't try to tell you specifically, this is going to get you mad girls in a short amount of time. It does take work, and it takes work ethic. It's more work ethic than it is technique, actually, which is for me a great thing to hear, because the technique does get it just gets a little technical sometimes, but the work ethic, certainly, if you have it and you're really motivated to meet girls, it's going to happen in no time. And yeah, it's going to be a little tough. You're going to be a little anxious, but Tony as a coach is going to help you along that learning curve and certainly give you a jump start to finding girls and bringing them into your life.
Is it expensive?
Absolutely. It's expensive. It's expensive as hell, but if you do want to have a little bit more, if you do want to jumpstart your lifestyle and get rid of your approach anxiety a lot quicker in going up to girls and going up to social sets, then the coaching is 100% worth it. I was a little skeptical when I first started it too, and it turns out that at the end of the day, I'm so happy that I took it, only because now, without Tony there, I have all the skills I need to approach girls in any public setting.
What kind of guy would benefit from Tony's coaching?
Any guy that's just feels a little awkward, doesn't know what to say in a social situation, doesn't know how to approach people, whether that's guys or girls, and doesn't know what to do at parties or even how to introduce himself. Anything like that. If you just think you're socially inebriated and you don't really have the guts to go up to anybody in public, that's just the guys that should take this training, because it'll help you kind of get to know how to interact with people socially, and just be a calm, normal, endearing person that simply is genuine and wants to be social and wants to meet people for his own benefit as well as theirs.
Was it fun?
Fun is an understatement. I had a blast, and I met a bunch of attractive girls, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. Tony's really cool, and he certainly does just a lot of funny things too when you're out here. So, and it's not just with in the training and stuff like that, but he's just a genuine guy, and he's gonna kind of teach you and give you the strategy so you can logically understand why you're doing the things you're doing.
What was your perception of the coaching before compared to after?
So my perception before compared to after, beforehand, again, I was skeptical. I had a lot of doubts, as you will with anyone. But if you do your due diligence and research, I would recommend look at other PUAs, look at the other people on the web, see what other books they've released, and see who else will compare to Tony. And you'll find a couple of people. But to tell you the truth, I chose Tony, and I had my doubts, but at the end of the day, the money was well worth it. I had a blast, and it definitely jump-started my career, my lifestyle, in not only becoming socially cool with girls, but also just being able to interact with anyone, businessman in a social situation, and even having the byproduct, the benefit of also being able to socially network myself, and that's great too.